Hello, it's Izzy here, also known as Izzy World. I'm just here to do a special video on a graphic novel which I funded, or helped fund I should say, by Russ, Leach and Zimmerman, and it's called The Shadow Kingdom. So basically I ordered this a few months ago and it's finally reached its sort of funding, and they've sent out copies and they have various rewards, what's called rewards. So you can have the graphic novel, you can have some prints with it and all sorts of options, and obviously the price goes up for that, but then it helps the donations. So I received my copy last week, and this was the box it came in, lovely box with padding and stuff. So I've opened that bit up because it takes a while to do that. So here is the packaging I got. So just to let you know what it is, it's a graphic novel, and I think I've got some art prints. I forgot what I ordered actually. So first of all, that's the graphic novel, The Shadow Kingdom, and these are the prints. So that's a print of the cover in colour, and it's numbered and signed with my name on it on the back, and it's also numbered on the front as it's signed on the front as well. And then that is a black and white print, and I love seeing the black and white art of Russ. So he does really good art, and he does what I call traditional comic art. He's a big fan of John Buscema and all the traditional artists, which I am as well. The traditional Marvel, DC, whatever artists, they're very good. Sort of 70s artists, 60s artists. So he's really into all that, and so am I. So we've always had a good bond there. And I know Russ through the Avengers UK comics, which I do, and he's done stuff for me for the Defenders UK comics. He's done a cover for me, all these sorts of things. And he also is more known for working for Marvel UK. He's done Doctor Who for them, Doctor Who Adventures, which is a more kid-friendly Doctor Who. He did that a few years ago. He's done Batman as well for DC in the UK, and he's done How to Draw Comics the Marvel Way for the British publication of that, a series it was. So he's done all sorts of things, and so here is this book called The Shadow Kingdom. I'll tell you a bit about it. I'm going to have to read my facts on this. It's I think it's featuring Cull, which is one of the characters from Robert E. Howard, and this is actually a rare sort of adaptation of it in comic book form. I think it's the first time it's been done in comics, so basically it's a special historic story in its own right, because it's considered the first sword and sorcery story, certainly by Robert E. Howard, and Robert E. Howard, if you didn't know, is famous for writing like Conan, Kull the Conqueror, and all sorts of genres and that sort of things, and also other stuff apart from sword and sorcery. So he did a lot of writing and stuff. So Russ did the art for this. I believe he's done the colour art as well, and Randy Zimmerman adapted it as well as lettering it. So I think I've got that right. And they've got a foreword by a guy called Razorfist, who's a social, political and media commentator, and he's put his name to this. So I think that's quite a big thing, because he's a huge Robert E. Howard fan. So that's quite good that he was involved in that. So there's a lot of people putting their name to this, which is very good. Apparently Glenn Fleming is an accomplished designer and artist and author, and he's produced some beautiful colour art and signs on the presentation of the original story, so you can read on that side by side in the book. So he's done some other stuff apparently. So it's by Arrow Comics. This is the cover. I'll tell you a bit about it, show you a bit. This is like the inside, the black and white art there in the inside there, which is lovely. Yeah, so Glenn Fleming did the design work of this, so that's pretty good. There's your forward by Razorfist, also known as Daniel Harris apparently. So he's put his name to that, so that's a pretty good stamp of approval there. And this is some of the art you're getting there. So it's real, what I call traditional comic book art. Although obviously Russ draws it digitally as well, but he literally is someone who really loves the old style comics. He really tries to keep that in mind when he does his own artwork, obviously using modern techniques, but he makes it look old school, and he appreciates that side of comics. So you don't get you know, these sort of naff sort of the sanitized look you get in some comic books nowadays, but this one, it looks really good. Proper, what I call proper comics by Russ. Always know he can deliver on that score. So I've seen bits and bobs he's shared on social media, and it's just nice to see that sort of artwork come back with this sort of story. And obviously, yeah, look at that, it's lovely artwork here. Russ is a big fan of John Buscema, as was I in my youth, and so he's really sort of, he's not aping him, he's just doing his version of, you know, his style. He's influenced by John Buscema, but it doesn't look like he's trying to copy him. He's just doing his style, but you can see where that comes from in his own work. And so you've got some textbook here, Robert E. Howard, and it's a original text by Russ, Leach and Glenn Fleming. So this is the Robert E. Howard text, I believe. And then there is a sort of bit of some black and white gallery, some gallery here at the end by Russ. So you've got some really nice original black and white art here. So I think these may be covers to, I think they may be splitting it up into a series as well. So these may be the covers to them, I'm not sure. And there's a feature at the end by Randy Zimmerman, who's also the editor-in-chief of Arrow Comics as well. So it's all about how this came to be as a comic book adaptation. And they're also coming back soon with a Atlantean follow-up called Atlantean. So that's Carl and his mate Brule will be returning, it says there. And I got a little nice thank you here from him, a little thank you note from Russ personally, so that's really nice. Thank you, Russ. So I really do recommend this as a comic book fan, as someone who likes Conan and who likes sword and sorcery stuff. You will love it. If you just appreciate good comic book art, good traditional art, this is a really good place to look. So have a look in. There's some links I'll probably put on this video or on the commentaries below or something. So please have a look at this. Please try and sponsor it. And I think on the links you can go and get the what's called rewards. So you've got the different types. And you just get the graphic novel, or you can get the prints with it as well. It all helps. So support comics like this, real comics, not AI, nothing like that. All the proper comics here, proper artists as well. So well done, Russ. Well done, Randy Zimmerman. You've done a really good job here. So well.